Welcome back to the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. The Reds are doing all right mid-season here. I guess we're in August now, and actually that's a killer. Just saw it on the screen. Max Scherzer out for 1 to 2 months. Likely puts him out until, maybe the playoffs, like maybe the beginning of the playoffs. I don't know. He's out for the year, definitely the regular season. So now we have to switch back to either Nick Lodolo from AAA or Nick Martinez, because Scherzer's out 1 to 2 more months. Yeah, I doubt we see him again this season, and I doubt we see him ever again in a Cincinnati Reds uniform. Now, if you missed last episode, we had the best start to a Max Scherzer Reds run that you could possibly have. The man pitched a perfect game in the last episode, but now he's probably out for the season, and we are in a 3-team race for that wild card spot. There's 2 spots for 3 teams. It's the Atlanta Braves, the Cincinnati Reds, and the Chicago Cubs. So with that first win of this 3-game set against the Braves, we have now entered actually as the second wild card at 84 and 68. So it's the same record that both the Braves and Reds do have, and then 1 game, or I think a half a game behind both of them, are the Chicago Cubs. Now, the last series of the year is a 3-game set between the Reds and the Cubs at Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois. So again, like we said earlier, there's 2 spots available for 3 teams, and also in play for the Braves still is that National League East Championship. They are only a game behind the Philadelphia Phillies. And of course, for the Reds and Cubs, there is no division crown, as the Cardinals are at 97 wins and basically have an insurmountable lead. I think they already have the division locked up. So yeah, here's the wild card standings. Disregard the Giants, disregard the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are already locked into that first wild card spot. It's a 3-team race, and here comes John Means on the mound tonight for Cincinnati. He's been excellent so far this season. If we do make the playoffs, he will likely get the ball for that first postseason game. Forrest Wall, though, starts off this game with a single, and now Jarred Kelenic, the former Seattle Mariner, drives one deep right field, and just like that in the top of the first inning, the Atlanta Braves take a 2-0 lead off of his 14th of the year, 395 feet. The Atlanta Braves, with 1 swing of the bat, a single and a big fly into deep right field, go up 2-0, and now Ronald Acuna Jr., one of the better players in the game, is going to get on with an infield single. So Acuna on first. 3 straight hits to start off this game for Atlanta. Here comes Matt Olson, lefty, though. We're going to set him down on a slider away. 1 gone now for Austin Riley on the 1-1 pitch. Riley puts one in the gap. Can Matt McLain get there? He cannot. Over the head of McLain, Acuna will head to third. It will be second and third with 1 out for the Braves. For the 6th spot, Marcell Ozuna on the 1-2. Ozuna gonna hit one on a line to Elly De La Cruz. There's your second out. Ozzy Albies, the switch hitting second baseman on the 1-2, is gonna get under that pitch and hit it into right field. So 2-0 is the deficit for the Reds, and they will face the lefty Max Fried. And now the Reds have killed left-handed pitching all season long, and Fried comes into this game with a 3.13 ERA. TJ Friedel comes up first, and he'll roll over to start this game off. Matt Olson will take it himself to first, and here's your Reds lineup for tonight. It goes Friedel, McLain, Candelario, Martinez, Steer, Marte, De La Cruz, Stevenson, and Fairchild in the 9. We have not seen Will Benson in a while. It's not because he doesn't play. It's just because, again, he doesn't hit left-handed pitching very well since he is a lefty in his own right. There goes Matt McLain, though, with a big double off of the bat, and he'll be in there for the first extra base knock and hit of the day for Cincinnati. Jeimer Candelario, again, has cooled down incredibly. 1 time in the beginning of the season, an MVP candidate, now batting .270 on the year, which isn't not bad, don't get me wrong, but just hasn't had the impact we at least thought he was going to bring. He looks like a trade target for us probably in the offseason. JD Martinez grounds out to end the inning. Let's go to the top of the second. John Means will strike out Orlando Arcia to start it off. Sean Murphy, the catcher, on the 2-1, so the 1-1 hits that ball into right field, right to Matt McLain. Flip the lineup over for Forrest Wall. Coming to today, batting .400, again, unlimited at-bats, but he's going to fly that one into foul ground. TJ Friedel, oh, what a play! Friedel by the wall puts him away. Let's go to the bottom of the second here. Up first for the Reds will be Spencer Steer. Steer just gonna bloop one. Not really a bloop, actually a pretty fair hit ball. Gonna hit that ball into right center, though. It is a leadoff single. Novelli Marte now on the 1-1, and the lefty gonna hit that ball into left field. That one is going to be caught up there by Jarred Kelenic. He's under it. 1 out now in the inning for the face of the franchise. Elly De La Cruz, 3-2 pitch. Runner going. Elly gonna put one on the ground. It will, keep us out. The force out at second. Obviously, they wouldn't turn 2 against him. Runner on second, 2 gone at Tyler Stevenson, and oh my! Stevenson deep left field. That ball's up, and it's out of here. Tyler Stevenson takes Max Fried yard. It's the first runs of the day for Cincinnati. Stevenson's 13th of the season, goes 399 feet, and again the Reds have tied this game up at 2 apiece. Tyler Stevenson with a huge fly, and now the 9 spot comes up in Stuart Fairchild. Fairchild gets under that fastball, but more importantly, the Reds tied this game up into the third. We are all knotted up at 2-2. Jared Kelenic comes up first for the Braves here in the top of the third. That's a foul tip into the glove of Stevenson. 1 gone for Ronald Acuna Jr. 1-2 offering Acuna deep center field. Fairchild, though, is ranging back to make the second out of the inning. And now up the 4 spot, Matt Olson, the always dangerous Matt Olson, and there you go. I mean, Olson deep right field, you give him a hanging slider over the middle of the plate, lefty, it does not matter. The man has power against everyone. Olson 35th of the year, 405 feet. What a shot for Atlanta. 3-2 now into the top of the third. Austin Riley grounds one to Ellie De La Cruz. That will do it for the inning, but the Braves retake their lead. Your new score 3-2. TJ Friedel kicks off the bottom of the third on a 2-2 pitch from Fried. He's just going to get jammed on that one. It's an inside circle change that he doesn't do much with. We'll have one out for Matt McLean. 1-2 pitch, outside fastball, and that one's got carry. Acuna going back. That ball's gone. Put it on the board for Matt McLean. 3-3, his 21st of the year, 356 feet on the wall scraper, and the Cincinnati Reds have again tied this game up. Jeimer Candelario, again, I feel like Jeimer hasn't done anything with the gameplay in a while. I don't know. 2 gone for JD Martinez on the 1-1. Oh man, I mean, what can you say? It's his 37th of the year, I think. I mean, the man's, 37 years old, 4-3 Cincinnati, 367 feet, but that one was a no-doubter into straightaway right field. The Reds extend their lead and take the lead for the first time in this game, 4-3 for them. And Spencer Steer will keep the inning alive by hitting that fastball into right field. Now Levy Marte on the 2-2 gets a hold of that fastball. Back into left field is Kelenic, but he will make the out. To the 4th, Cincinnati holds a 4-3 lead. Here comes Ozuna from the Braves, and he'll hit that ball into center field. That one's going to get past. I mean, nice effort right there by Steer on the dive. But it's going to be a leadoff single for Marcell Ozuna. Ozzy Albies, though, probably just got rid of that. It's going to be a double play turn for the Reds, and they will turn it just like that. 2 down in the top of the 4th. That is huge for John Means on that 4-6-3. Arcia hits that ball on the right, and that's why, again, the double play is huge. Because Arcia picks up a single, we're fine with it, we'll live with it, a 2-out single. Sean Murphy can't do anything to pick him up. He looks at that slider for strike 3 on to the bottom of the 4th. Ellie De La Cruz up first. He chops one on the ground. There's a dive at third by Austin Riley, but just backing him up to make the play will be Orlando Arcia. 1 gone. Tyler Stevenson went yard in his last AB. This time going to shoot one right to short. Arcia makes the second out of the inning. Both plays by him. Fairchild on the 1-2 pitch, and he will just get under that curveball. Again, I love the swing of Fairchild just in general, but it's okay. On to the 5th inning. Forrest Wall leads things off for the Braves lefty-lefty matchup, and Means will win this battle as he will get Wall to pop out into foul ground. There's the catcher in Stevenson. 1 out, Jared Kelenic, the batter. 2-2 offering, swing and a miss. I mean, Means into the 100s now with this pitch count. So again, likely his last inning. Acuna on the 2-2 right to Ellie De La Cruz. Ooh, okay, Means is done for the day. He goes the full 5. He is eligible for the win. Are we going to hold that lead? I don't know. Our bullpen has been better in all fairness, but still, we go on to the bottom of the 5th. TJ Friedel grounds out to start us off. Matt McLean now on the 1-1 hits that ball into center field, right on a line, though, to the center fielder in Wall. 2 gone. Jeimer Candelario. I feel like he always just grounds out to third now. What are we doing? All right, on to the 6th. Graham Ashcraft comes into pitch for Cincinnati. 4.02 ERA so far on the year. Pitched a lot in AAA this season, and he'll get some shine here tonight, of course, with September and the roster's expanding, and he strikes out Matt Olson. I mean, great start. Austin Riley grounds out to Ellie De La Cruz, and you got to help your pitcher out right there. It's going to be an error from Ellie De La Cruz. I believe that's how we're going to score that. Marcell Ozuna comes up, though, and Ashcraft going to strike him out. Looking on a sinker. 2 gone for Ozzy Albies on the 2-2. Albies deep right field. This could be trouble. McLean going back to the wall. This is a towering fly ball, but McLean comes down with the catch. To the bottom half of the 6th inning. Fried's day is done. Here comes Tyler Matzik, ERA of 3.09 so far this year. They keep a lefty in for this lineup, which I don't understand because, again, we are built to hit left-handed pitching. Even though it's not a great swing by JD Martinez, he'll still you know, I guess an infield single, tough play for Austin Riley, and that's just a bad swing right there by Spencer Steer. One down for Nolevi Marte. Marte hits that fastball the other way. It will sneak through. First and second, one out for the Reds. They are threatening with Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. De La Cruz goes deep right center field. Does that ball have enough carry? It does not. Forrest Wall makes the grab. Martinez tags obviously from second to third, but we could have had more. Corners, 2 outs, 8 spot, Tyler Stevenson. He's been clutch so far tonight, basically got us in this game, but yeah, he'll strike out on the slider. It's all right, we now move on to the 7th inning. Emilio Pagan pitching for the Reds. He's been incredible, 2.16 ERA. Again, we've talked about how our bullpen has improved as a whole, and Pagan has been really lights out all season long. Oh my goodness, Ellie De La Cruz, oh man! Diving play, he guns out Arcia. That's the speed, that's the arm, that's the athleticism out of Ellie De La Cruz. That play's going on SportsCenter. Oh my goodness. And Emilio Pagan in the process goes 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. Everything clicking right now for the Cincinnati Reds. And talking about clicking, Stuart Fairchild gets on with an infield single. We've got our runner on first for the top of the order, TJ Friedel on the ground. That's a double play turn. Okay. That's a base running error on my end. I thought they were going to get us out at second, so I kept running with Fairchild. He gets tagged out. That's my fault. Matt McLean's going to fly out to end the inning. I kind of killed everything right there. Could have had a runner on second with 1 out, but it's all right. To the top of the 8th, here's Gregory Soto, traded for him at the deadline, 3.18 ERA. On the season for the former All-Star, he'll come in and strike out Jared Kelenic. On the circle change, 1 down, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's going to get popped out. Gregory Soto doing very well already for Cincinnati. Went from the Tigers to the Phillies, now here with the Reds, and that's a huge out of Matt Olson. He gets Olson to fly out to center to Stuart Fairchild. We move on to the bottom of the 8th. Joe Jimenez pitching first to Jeimer Candelario. Candy, though, rolls over to second. That's really all Candy's been doing as of late. 1 gone for JD Martinez, and Martinez on the ground right to Ozzy Albies. 2 gone for Spencer Steer on the 1-1, and okay, that ball's going to run in. The slider's going to run in to hit him. So runner on first, 2 outs for Nolevi Marte. That ball, though, was caught in the air by Austin Riley. So to the top of the 9th, you know who's coming out is the all-star closer, Alexis Diaz. He will see Austin Riley first for the Braves, and Diaz is going to get Riley to fly out to right field. Oh, McLean having troubles with that one, but he still makes the out. 1 gone, Marcelo Zuna gets out in front of one, and that ball's just going to die in front of TJ Friedel and left. Tying run at first, go ahead, run to the plate. It's Ozzy Albies. He cranks one over the head of McLean. It's going to be second and third likely for Atlanta here, and that's exactly what it will be. Okay, 8 spot up Arcia. We're going to walk him. Got to set up the force out in the double play to potentially end the game. So Sean Murphy now, the catcher, comes up with 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Got him! Oh, he cannot pull the trigger. They're loaded with 2 outs for Forrest Wall. Here's your game. Diaz deals. Ball on the ground. Steer to short. Got him! Ellie De La Cruz. That's going to be the game-ending play and the game-winning play for the Cincinnati Reds. They are going to win here at home at Great American Ballpark, 4-3 against the Braves. Again, both these teams came into today with the same record of 84-68, but the Reds walk away from the second game of this 3-game set with a new record of 85-68. For the Braves, again, they fall to a record of 84-69. So now the Reds have officially moved in to their own spot as the 5 seed in the National League, or the second wild card. Obviously, we still got 2.5 more weeks, or I believe 2 more weeks of this 2024 regular season to go. Tomorrow, we will finish off the regular season and will likely be playing a game at Wrigley Field against the Cubs, maybe to potentially decide things for the wild card. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 9 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you like if you did enjoy the video. Give a click for watching, and Mamba forever.